Some scary moments earlier today while crews use avalanches, obviously, to help minimize danger, controlled avalanches anyway, minimize danger up in the mountains. One of those avalanches that we saw in Mount Rose today was not planned.
That's right. Take a look here at our map. A pair of backcountry skiers and their dogs actually triggered an avalanche near the Mount Rose summit today. Now, fortunately, everyone walked away without any injuries. The slide was less than 2 hours after NDOT did avalanche control in the same area. Now, Zach Mooney was at both controlled and uncontrolled slides today. So, Zach, how did this happen?
Well, Ari and Kristen, NDOT really says they like the snow to fall on the Mount Rose Highway in their own terms. You know, the problem with today is those skiers triggered an avalanche in an area they've never seen happen before.
I'd say they're very fortunate, and the worst thing that could happen is death.
Two skiers set off this avalanche near the Mount Rose summit. One woman was partially buried.
Her companion was able to get down to her and dig her out the rest of the way.
The snow covered part of a car on the highway while traffic was blocked as crews cleaned up the mess. Fortunately, there were no injuries. Experts say if you're going to ski backcountry, to have gadgets to get you out of a pinch.
We wear these float packs, we wear avalanche transceivers. There's Reco reflectors built into clothing. All of those things are basically an insurance policy, and at the point where you start using them, you've already made some pretty huge mistakes. And so
this is how NDOT wants it done.
We like to do these type of avalanche control where 4, 5, 6 feet of snow comes across the road and we can clear it very quickly.
Just up the hill and not 2 hours earlier, explosives shook the mountainside, sending snow sliding down to the highway. After 3 blasts, it was time to clean up. NDOT uses this massive snowblower to move the snow, which is actually too heavy for a regular plow. This thing can move more than 1,000 tons of snow per hour. With traffic stopped, this controlled avalanche makes the highway safer.
We ask motorists to be patient with us. We're trying to keep the delays to a minimum. And we ask motorists to be prepared, have your chains and snow tires.
Dyson says this section near the summit is often an area of concern, but just a mile or so down the road, he's never seen a slide here make it to the highway.
Now, NDOT did do some more avalanche control around Whites Creek today around 3:30 this afternoon. Now, up here at the Mount Rose Ski Resort, Ski Patrol really wants to emphasize that these guys were out of bounds, and no matter what, if they weren't even in Mount Rose area, and whether you're 5 feet out of bounds or 500 feet out of bounds, you always take on the risk of the backcountry. Covering Stormwatch Live, Zach Mooney, Channel 2 News.
Yeah.